Alrighty. Good evening, everybody. It is 10:40. Oh shit! Not the body shot. Stay up. Alright. It is 10:40. Sunday evening. We're heading to the gym to do something light. 10 sets of chest, 4 sets of side delts. Maybe throw in 2 sets of abs. 16 set workout. Look, 10:40 now, as I say. I reckon when I leave, a 16 set workout for me is probably gonna take, I don't want it to take this long, but it's likely gonna take 2 hours. Why? Well, I just like to take my time working out, you know? I get into the gym, I find my spot, I do my warm-up, 15 minutes have elapsed. Okay, sure. I move on to my first exercise, 3 or 4 sets. I think on average, if you include, like, if you were to time how long it takes you to do one set, it would be like the working set itself, 2 minutes. The rest is likely going to be 2 minutes as well. 16 sets, 32 minutes of working time. Double it because of your rest time. Minimum an hour. Throw in the warm-up, you got an hour and 15, an hour and 20. Factor in all the time, walk in between machines. Some rest times might be longer than 2 minutes. And then for me, I gotta like set up my camera and shit, make sure it's out of the way, blah, 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 blah. 2 hours. And, you know, quite frankly, I don't think a lot of people have like 2 hours to work out every day. So, let's say you wanted to do 16 sets in 1 hour. Possible? Yeah. Most optimal? Probably really doesn't matter that much, like honestly. Like the only downsides I see with doing a faster workout with the same amount of sets is that you'll just be pretty fucking tired. Like, if your cardio is not up to scratch, your heart rate probably wouldn't have dropped low enough where, you know, you're feeling pretty fresh when you start doing your next set. And I mean, look, that's alright. I think there's some value in doing like a short but intense workout. But if your goal, like mine, is just pure bodybuilding, pure muscle mass, you don't really care about strength, you're all really in it for the aesthetics, the look, the shape, the etc, then longer rest times will probably have a marginal benefit compared to shorter rest times. That's just my 2 cents on the matter. My shoulder's been a little cooked recently. I know, deja vu. So, I'm gonna go with a recent favorite routine of pec deck, followed by some sort of pressing, dips likely, and then maybe just more flies, honestly. Like, it's not to say that pressing isn't bad for you in terms of like your gains. It's just for me personally, my shoulder doesn't really fucking like it. That's really all it is. And I mean, I don't really want to work out if it's hurting me, but I still want to make some gains. So I suppose the compromise here is, you know, just do the shit that gets you the stimulus without the pain. And for me, that's fly movements. We'll see you for the first set. Alrighty. I don't know how long you've been following me for, but I thought M on the camera meant movie mode. I just discovered today that it means manual exposure, which is why all my fucking... I don't even want to talk about it. First set. Not bad. Not bad at all. The one thing I wanted to riff-raff about is like, if I ask you to flex your chest or pop your chest out, something like this, right? For me, I feel like I need to flex my upper back and pinch them together and pinch them downwards to get like the maximum chest exposure. So like retracting my scapula basically, right? Bit of this shit. But my ribs always flare out. So can I get that same pec stretch without flaring out my ribs? Because I feel like when I flare out my ribs, it changes the angle of the resistance. Because my back is flat like this, but when I flare my ribs out, I feel like I arch forward slightly. And then doing anything in line suddenly becomes like, I mean, technically upper chest, but I don't know. I'm just trying to solve the riddle of why my pecs are so small, and I'm just thinking of everything. When really, all I gotta do is fucking hit this set, and many more like it, you know. Not bad. I'm thinking of dips. Maybe. Let's move on. Alright, I'm gonna be honest. It's been a hot minute since I took the 30s for a spin. Let's see how we go. Not bad. Yes, I accidentally threw my weights. Accident. Poor form and oops. Second set. sort of happy with 6, not gonna lie. Alright, bit of an extended break. Definitely not within the 2 minutes. I swear like 3 songs passed. Whoops. But you'll see why. Last set. Oh my god, a dumbbell almost hit the camera. I mean the tripod. Alright, I only hit 5 reps on that first set. Oh well, you know, that set in particular. And I had a feeling, I mean after set 2, I don't know, I just sort of knew that 6 was going to be really hard. I obviously was aiming for more, but I prepared a pretty hefty drop set. I went from 30 to 15 kilos, half the weight, and I just pumped out. I mean, it's like a 1, 2, 3 special. 2 half reps, 1 full rep. Why? I don't know, I just felt like it. I think it just helps me hit the chest in that stretch position a little bit better. But I'm also not trying to like bounce out of the bottom, you know? Anyway, a lot of chatting. Let's move on. Potentially, don't freak out, 3 sets of dips. This might be one of those workouts where I do more pressing than fly movements. What does the world come to? Shoulder's feeling good though. Oh, 9 is okay. Anyway, I'm gonna do the same thing, 9 reps. I don't imagine my next set I'll be able to hit 9. If I do, something's very wrong. But I'm gonna myo rep and do the next 2 sets and just match 9 reps. Yeah, this workout is like fucking intensify Russian roulette. You got drop sets, myo reps. I'm not gonna do anything else after, fuck that. Not bad though. Bit of side angle action for ya. I fucked up. I did 10 reps. Fuck! Do you understand what that means? That means, what the fuck was that first set for? If 9 wasn't close to failure, what am I doing here? Absolute garbage. So, by all accounts, the second set was better than the first. Even with an extended break. Oh man, I fucked up. I wasn't going hard enough on that first set. Two more. Alright. Realistically, there could be a lot of reasons why my second set I managed to do more reps than my first set. I mean, I think it's because I wasn't going. Fuck, I'm out of breath. Chotamate. Alright, my thinking is that I didn't go hard enough on the first set. But I mean, I could argue that first set I was still getting familiar with the movement. I wasn't contracting my lower pecs hard enough. I mean, I could have taken an extended break, and so I really did have zero systematic fatigue and very close to zero local fatigue in the pecs. I can't really think of any other reasons, but it's just me personally. I want to try to hold myself to that standard where every set I'm taken to 0 RIR or very close to. And a side effect of doing that is that your muscles are fatigued. You shouldn't be able to do more. Anyway, pretty happy. Let's move on. Alright, this is actually my third time attempting this. Not only wasn't centered, but the seat was missing a pad, so it kept shifting. Fucking stitch up. Not bad. 1 or 2 more. I will see. Oh, motherfucker. I just hit my leg on something. You know what? One more. Just didn't really feel that satisfied with that. One more. Alright, last set for chest. Follow this up with some lateral raises. Call it a day. God, I'm fatigued. Not bad. I'm gonna try to do these. Well, I always try to do my sets, but goddamn perfect form. I think a common mistake people do with standing dumbbell lateral raises is that they'll shrug. And so this motion here, this shrug, it's pretty easy to like just accidentally shrug when you're lifting your hands up. You want to keep them as low, as flat as possible. Because you can tell, like when you shrug, it's much easier to bring the weight up, right? What am I trying to get at? Just don't fucking shrug. Alrighty, bit of a short break. Shouldn't matter too much. Let's get crazy. Might drop the weight a little, hey? Oh, yeah. 2 more. Where the hell did I put the weights? Whoops. Alrighty. Last set. Let's boogie. Alrighty, no more. Alrighty, workout complete. Let us check the bump. Front and center. Whoosh. Not bad. Side try. Front lat. Front double by. Fuck, forgot the vacuum. Some back poses. Whoa. Ugh, that looks awful. Pretty happy. Not bad at all. Alright, stay in the car. Alrighty. As you can see, I've just exited McDonald's drive-thru. The bulk is... Look, arguably the bulk could be going a lot better if I actually tracked my macros, stopped intuitively bulking, and fucking ate healthier foods. But I'm just not at that level yet, you know? I think that's just like the reality of the situation. I compare myself to like professional sports people. I'm obviously not one, but oh man, again, I really got to get this fixed. Like, I'm obviously slanted. You know what? Let me fix it at the light. So I'm obviously not a professional bodybuilder, nor am I a professional sports person, but I like to think that, you know, they've got their diets in check, they train hard, they sleep, and they recover really well. In terms of like where I'm at measuring up to those pros, I think I've got the training. I think the training's the closest. You know what I mean? Oh shit. There we go. Like, if there were 3 pillars of what it takes, or you make 3 big buckets as to what it takes to become a pro, and let's just use bodybuilding because that's what I like. You need to train extremely hard and consistently and have heaps of discipline, but not only in your training, you know, in your diet and in your sleep. And we talk about supplements in like, I don't know, another day. And when I mean supplements, I mean like electrolytes, creatine, fucking whatever. I'm not talking about steroids because unfortunately, well, maybe fortunately, I'm natty as fuck, contrary to popular belief. But I've said this time and time again, it's like my diet is probably the biggest area of improvement that is probably going to result in quite a substantial change in like my rate of progress. Like if I could get my diet down pat and then get my sleeping and recovery down even better, then oh man, it will be, I would compare it to as if I had just started gymming again and like I was just getting crazy ass newbie gains. It's probably not that much, but you know what I mean. And so maybe, you know, I'm looking at this from the wrong perspective. You know, maybe this could be like a call to action for people that do enjoy a Macca's here and there, but they're afraid that, you know, the physique's gonna suffer, or like it's gonna really put a detriment to them achieving their fitness or, you know, gym goals, physique goals, whatever it is, you know. I think I'm a prime example of you can sort of out-train a bad diet, but why would you, you know? It just makes things so much easier if you track your calories, track your steps, get enough sleep, get enough water, and you train hard. Those 5 things, my goodness. And like, I reckon if you were on top of those 5 things for just like a year, or even just 2 years from when you started going to the gym, you would not look like the same person if you trained consistently. And I don't even think anything crazy as well. Let's just say you train 3 times a week for 1 hour each session, and that could include warm-up, that could include whatever, but most of it is, you know, pretty intense resistance training. Yeah, like, it kills me. Like, I wish I had a time machine so badly. Like half and half, like, you know what I mean? Anyway, let's run through the workout. Today was chest with a bit of side delts sprinkled in on top. We opened up with 2 sets of pec fly machine. They were okay. Followed by 3 sets of the slightest of incline dumbbell pressing. They were okay. I mean, they were relatively heavy for me, but no injury to the shoulder. Pecs felt good. Yeah, they were pretty good actually. I quite like the dumbbell press. I think the dumbbell or incline dumbbell press is probably like the best compound movement for growing your chest, front delts, and triceps. That's why. Oh shit, this light isn't on. Whoops. I'm freaking talking in the dark here. Like, yeah, that's the whole definition of a compound movement. It involves multiple muscle groups, right? And so triceps, front delts, chest, incline dumbbell press is the way to go if you want to hit those 3. You can talk about a bit of like stabilizing muscles in your rotator cuff and a bit of your like your back, but they're not really like the ones on the fire here, right? Incline dumbbell press 3 sets, so I'm at 5 sets. Followed that up with 3 sets of dips, and to be honest, the dips today felt really good. Like, I had a really nice eccentric, exploded out of the top. Felt like my torso angle was pretty consistent all the way through. And I mean, if I were to be a little vulnerable here, I'm really happy with myself with those dips. Like, I've only recently reprogrammed dips into like my chest days, and I've raved on and on and on about how like dips would be so good for my like just training. And so there's a definite increase in comfortability with the movement, but in tandem with that, there's also like an increase in what it's doing for me in terms of my physique, you know? Like, I can really tap into the movement, and I can really just stress the fuck out of my lower pecs. So I really like those. They were great. I'm at 8 sets now, and then I finished off with 3 sets of like seated cable cross. The setup was a little goofy because like the seat kept shifting. I don't know if you noticed, but like when I would contract at the end range at the max stretch position, the seat would like rock back slightly, and that's sort of like, well, Einstein's laws of physics or whatever, right? Because forces and shit. And so that was a little annoying, but I mean, the fix was just not to explode out of the stretch position, just, you know, go a little slower, more controlled, which, you know, arguably is probably better for me anyway. 11 sets of chest, and then 3 sets of lateral raises. I was meant to do 4, but I've already spent 2 hours at the gym, and I was pretty tired. So it was a 14 setter. I had originally intended to do some abs as well, but lack of discipline. It really is. And so we'll hit them the next workout. Overall, pretty happy. The pose down, my left pec, and I do single out my left pec in particular, it's looking pretty nasty. The striations are coming out more and more, which is unexpected given I should be in a caloric surplus and gaining some body fat. Like, there is evidence that there is some growth just based on like what I'm looking at in the mirror, but yeah, I'm really happy with it. I'm just gonna keep doing it, to be honest. Next session likely will be back or legs. I will see what I hit like really long ago and, you know, re-hit them now or soon. But yeah, I mean, not much to say. Pretty happy. Well, I guess I'll see you in the next video. Oh shit. Oh shit.